Hi, and in this episode we're going to take a look at Gul'dan. No, not the same Gul'dan that we defeated in the Nighthold. That was from an alternate universe, but our own Gul'dan, who betrayed his own people continually, raised the Tomb of Sargeras from the ocean's depths, but ultimately paid for his trespasses with his own life by being betrayed by the very forces with whom he had aligned himself. On Draenor, the Orcs' homeworld, Gul'dan was originally a shaman of the Shadowmoon clan, which was ruled by Ner'zhul. When the Burning Legion came to corrupt the Orcs, it was Ner'zhul that they deceived, but he eventually realised what was going on and tried to warn his fellow warlords. Gul'dan betrayed his master to kill Jaden, who promised him great power if he would shape the Orcs into a mighty army in order to attack the enemies of the Burning Legion. Gul'dan readily agreed and became the first warlock, a practitioner of shadow magic, and he founded a new clan, the Storm Reavers, as well as the Shadow Council to train others in these arts. However, the Shadow Council also had another purpose, which was to manipulate the Orcs into forming the Horde. Unlike in the film, Gul'dan did not openly rule the Orcs. He was very much the sneaky power behind the throne. It was Gul'dan and his Shadow Council that persuaded the other clans to take the blood of Manoroth to make them stronger. This gave them the edge against the Draenei, and they all but wiped them out from the whole of Draenor. After this time, Medivh, the corrupted guardian of Tirisfal on Azeroth, made contact with Gul'dan and showed him the power locked away in the Tomb of Sargeras. Driven by his lust, Gul'dan worked with Medivh to open up a portal between Draenor and Azeroth. Gul'dan manipulated the Horde to elect Blackhand as its war chief. Blackhand was very easy for Gul'dan to control, and so he could ensure that the Horde overran much of the Eastern Kingdoms according to Gul'dan's design. When Medivh's treachery was uncovered by Khadgar, Gul'dan divined that Medivh would soon be killed, and so ran a desperate race to find out what he could in the Guardian's mind about the Tomb of Sargeras. Despite all of the Horde's victories, it was the power in the tomb that was Gul'dan's ambition, but he didn't yet know enough about it. Medivh had tempted him with just enough information without giving everything away. While still maintaining the psychic link, Medivh was killed by Khadgar and Lothar, and this shocked Gul'dan into a coma. Without Gul'dan's influence, Orgrim Doomhammer killed Blackhand and became the new war chief. He found out about Gul'dan's plans and set about taking out members of the Shadow Council. When Gul'dan eventually woke from his coma, he bought his life by betraying the sons of Blackhand and promising to raise an undead army to support the Horde in its future conquest. Doomhammer reluctantly agreed to Gul'dan's offer and let him live. Gul'dan sacrificed his necrolytes and bound their souls within the fallen knights of Stormwind, hence the first Death Knights were born. Doomhammer seemed happy with this new force and let Gul'dan alone for a while, a decision he would come to regret. As Doomhammer's Horde made ready to invade Lordaeron, virtually the last bastion of human strength, Gul'dan struck out with the clans loyal to him to find the Tomb of Sargeras. The sudden disappearance of the Twilight's Hammer and Stormreaver clans left the Horde severely under strength, and they were pushed back, with Turalyon eventually defeating Doomhammer at Blackrock Mountain. The tomb itself had sunk beneath the ocean after Aegwyn's defeat of the Avatar of Sargeras, and so Gul'dan had to use his great power to raise it up.
We followed Illidan's course due east, as you asked, but these strange islands do not appear on any of our maps.
I suspected as much. These islands must have been formed only recently.
What makes you say that?
The ruins all around us, Naisha. I recognize them. This was once the great city of Suramar, built before our civilization was blasted beneath the sea 10,000 years ago.
But how could... Are you suggesting that these islands were somehow raised from the seafloor?
Perhaps. Though there are few powers left in the world capable of raising islands from the deeps. Regardless, it's a mystery we'll have to solve later.
Gul'dan entered the tomb, but one by one his followers were torn apart by demons, with Gul'dan himself eventually falling, but not until he documented his fate by drawing runes on the walls with his own blood.
Strange. These are Orcish runes. They were written by Gul'dan when he first opened this tomb 20 years ago.
What do they say?
Apparently he logged his journey through the tomb's depths. These runes seem to depict that history.
Quickly, you fools! Fan out and search for the primary passageway. We must reach the Chamber of the Eye before the tomb's guardians awaken. Spineless cowards! I said move! Sargeras, I will claim whatever's left of your power and bring this wretched world to its knees. Ambushed by the Guardians, I am dying. If my servants had not abandoned me, I could have claimed the Eye and... Damn you, Sargeras. I won't be beaten like this. I am Gul'dan. I am darkness incarnate. It cannot end like this.
And that is the story of the rise and fall of Gul'dan, the first warlock and greatest pawn of the Burning Legion. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for further content, and there'll be another one out next week. Until then, I'll see you later.